Hi, my name's Danny Fleming of the MA Properties team. Why do buyers submit letters about themselves when they're making an offer on your home? Some do, some do. First off, I need to clarify something. As a seller, it's illegal for you to make a decision as to who to sell your home to based on what they say in a letter. It's one of the fair housing regulations. Sometimes buyers write a letter that has pictures of themselves, or they've got family, or they've got pictures, or they talk about their family. So you need to be. How often do we get letters? This is a tough one. How often do we get letters from a buyer? In a competing offer situation, you've realistically priced your home. It came on the market on the Thursday. We're planning on reviewing offers on the Tuesday. Let's say we might have 5 offers in on your home. 2 of those might submit a letter. I can't stop the buyer's agents or the buyers from submitting letters with their offer. It's your call as to whether you see them. But it is very, very important to stress that it is illegal to make a decision based on something that's in a letter. Does it help much? A lot of buyers agents believe it does help much. I've seen sellers get warm and fuzzy about a letter, but typically that's after they've decided on which offer to take, because most of the sellers are looking at the price. They're looking at the terms and the conditions. Is there an inspection contingency? Is there a mortgage contingency? Are the buyers strong buyers? Have they paid more than anyone else? Whether they've included a letter or not doesn't really come into play. It doesn't really come into play, but sometimes my sellers are very interested in if we've received letters, and I do share them if they ask for them after they've decided on an offer, and I've called the agent back and things like that. So and those letters do make some sellers feel very warm and fuzzy, and so pleased that these buyers love their home. And it's all about sometimes I do have to point out, sometimes, actually quite often, I see instances of letters that have been edited from the prior time that buyer submitted a letter to a home, because it's got a completely different address on the letter. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I so love visiting your home at 123 Main Street, and the address isn't 123 Main Street. So, that's a little comical, and sometimes I'll express that to the sellers. But yes, they are submitting letters about themselves to try and convince the seller to take their offer versus another offer. To be honest, as I was sort of saying before, if a seller's got an offer that's $5,000 higher than an offer that has a letter, they're not going to choose the offer with the letter. They're just not. They're just not, because a letter is not the be all and end all of why a seller will take an offer. So that's probably about all I can say about letters. As if yeah, that's about all I can say. You really shouldn't look at them before you've accepted the offer, before you've done that. Sometimes after we've got executed paperwork, the sellers have asked me if I could send them copies of all the letters. They don't know typically at that point in time which one has come from the person that they've accepted the offer of. And and often they've accepted an offer that didn't have a letter, but they wanted to see the letters that came. So, and that's a good thing to do. I think that's a nice thing to do. It's not changing the seller's decision as to who they're accepting the offer of, but it's nice to read what people have to say about your home and how you've kept it and everything like this, because it's an emotional, it's something that the sellers have lived in for a while, and they like to sort of see that the buyers love their home, but it's not the deciding factor on which offer they'll take. Okay, look, if you want to talk more about this sort of stuff, then please reach out. I'll give you my contact details in a minute, and hope you have a great day.